What are you doing watching this video? You're not mxmtoon. Alright, all realness though, if you don't know what this video is about, mxmtoon shared a thing where she's working on a project, and we're sharing stories about ourselves, and I figured why not, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. Anyway, hello Maya. We met in Brooklyn. I was like, ah, and I like dapped you up. I'm not sure if you remember that though. Anyway, on to the actual like storytelling stuff. I was gonna talk about, what was I gonna talk about? Have you ever felt caught between two identities or versions of yourself? Onto the actual story thing. So like, I feel like there's a disconnect between what I say and do versus like how I actually am. There's this one me that's like really funny, silly man, and then there's like another part of me that's like real sad boy hours, you feel? Like, for example, I do a lot of stupid shit in public, right? And like with my friends, I'm like fortnite dancing in public, and like I'm just fucking around. But then sometimes I get incredibly anxious about people judging me. Like 5 minutes after I'm like fortnite dancing behind my friends on the street, I'm on the train worrying about the person across from me and whether or not they like my outfit or not. It's like ridiculous, like some stupid shit like that. I remember distinctly this one time where I was like getting coffee, and the cashier asked me, he was like, oh, do you get espresso a lot? Do you like go to coffee shops and do stuff like that? And I was like, yes, even though I did not go to places and get espresso. But this guy looked at me, he was like, oh, okay, where's your favorite place? And I was like, at home. I make it at home. And he was like, okay. And the whole time I was in that coffee shop, I wanted to die. Like, I could feel the cashier looking at me and judging me. And there were like no seats, so I like stood at the bar, which was right in front of the cashier, and I felt so uncomfortable. It was awful. And for a while I struggled with this thing where there was this disconnect between how I act and how I feel, right? Because I felt that a lot of my friends didn't take me seriously for the things that I did and like the way that I like acted and stuff. And then like I had to like let that out somewhere, so I feel like I reflected that a lot in my music, like in the music that I wrote. Because like a lot of my songs are like some sad boy shit, and that surprised like even me, right? Because I didn't know that like I was thinking these sort of things, and it's such a stark contrast from how I was like in real life. So anyway, I feel that over time I've come to accept these like parts of me as like valid and stuff, right? And I'm like not trying to make a point and trying to hide any of it, right? I've had many late night talks trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on in my life, and like how the fuck I'm feeling and how things are affecting me, and like that kind of conversation is like therapy for me. It doesn't stop me from being mad funny though. Anyway, it's helped me overcome a lot of my insecurities, and with time I've come to realize that like there's more to like my personality than just this one thing, this one character that I've like manufactured like in public. Because the range of human emotion is incredibly complex, and like there's no way that you could define your personality with one thing. I feel like people need that sort of, you know, openness to express like different parts of their personality and to be able to talk about it, you know, with people. So if I'm gonna say one thing to people who watch this, it's gonna be that you shouldn't let anything hold you back from feeling what you need to feel. Say, people hide all sorts of shit behind their personalities, their coping mechanisms, like whatever. Like a lot of people use humor as a coping mechanism. I do it all the time. But you gotta open up about that shit sometime. Cause it ain't gonna fly for you in the long run. because we can't always hide behind masks to protect ourselves, to it's the masquerade. I get it. Oh my god, I get it now.